on court. Philippe Chatrier was where Hanfman got a very comfortable win and a routine win against the qualifier Yannik Hanfman 7-5, 6-2, 6-love in just over 2 hours, Kyle. For someone that's coming into this tournament as a potential favourite for the title, someone that's been a lot of people have predicted
Yes.
him to win this title. This feels like the perfect setup for that result for him and to go deep in this tournament because
Yes.
he played some very very good tennis to beat Yannick Hanfman in the third session on Chatrier.
Yeah. I think it was a good match from Musetti. He definitely started, quite slow, quite feeling out his opponent, feeling out the court. It's a right decision to do when you've got 3 sets to win. But he still took that one 7-5 with the break, and yeah, that just proves that he's still a good player even if he's not playing 100. And then obviously after that he did just run away with it. He found his level, he found the routine. Hanfman couldn't live with Musetti. So I think that's the main reason why Musetti
Mm.
took away this win. And then in that third set as well, he just carried on rolling. Hanfman had nothing to counter Musetti's ability. The one hander, his incredible level, his serve, his consistency. I think this really suits Musetti, and I think that's predominantly why I've picked him for that fantasy level to get him as far as possible. So yeah, that 6-love set really sends a message to his opponents,
Yeah, the night
saying
session on
he is
Saturday was
ready
where
and
Ben Shelton
he is
got a
waiting for
five-set
you
win
to come
over
and
Lorenzo
test him.
Sonego. I highlighted this match to be a good one in our preview show, and yeah, it was a good one. Sonego was 2 sets to 1 up on Shelton, and then suddenly Shelton got
Yeah,
his serve firing, got his forehand firing, and Sonego was still fighting out there and on court. And yeah, that fifth set and fourth and fifth set, Shelton broke away from Sonego. Like it wasn't the highest quality of matches, but look, it was still a big win for Shelton, and you could see his reaction to winning as well. He really wanted this win; it meant a lot to him,
mm,
and yeah, just overall good win for Ben Shelton, Carl.
yeah. I think him playing a 5-setter is quite tough, and I think you did predict Sonego to get through it slightly, but no, I think it was a great match from the Italian, and an even better one obviously from the American Ben Shelton, because yeah, I think we always knew this was going to be a tough one for Shelton, as this surface doesn't really pay him the best attributes, being a quite slow one, and he's got such a big serve, and it was still pound, it was still work against so many players. But once you get to that better level where you're playing against some seeds and people who are more consistent and are more aware, I think more experienced players, I would definitely say that he's going to struggle a lot. And just looking at this
Mm.
score against Sonego just shows that he's in for a very uphill battle in his next few rounds.
Yeah,
But yeah,
we should
it
probably
was a great
discuss
first match, and an
the main
exceptional
bringer,
night
I think, of
session
the energy
to
and the
watch if
vibes on
you're
the
there.
men's side for the French hopes as well was Giovanni Mpetchi Perricard, the 31st seed. He took apart Zizou Bergs in 4 sets in over
Yeah,
3 hours, Kyle. This was a
yeah,
big performance from Bergs because his serve wasn't. I mean, his serve is always brilliant, but it wasn't firing as it
mm,
always is, and on the clay, it's not as big of a weapon, and he did well with the rest of his game. I think to beat Zizou
mm,
Bergs, like he hit some extraordinary passing shots in that second
yeah,
third set tie break to take that tie break, and then yeah broke away from him in the fourth set, and Bergs still got some breaks over on Giovanni and Mpetchi Perricard's serve, and he only hit 12 aces, and I thought this was a brilliant all round performance from Giovanni and Mpetchi Perricard, and being a French hope here, I think he kind of helped this day one at Rolland Garros. He kind of revived it slightly because yeah, the energy on Suzanne Lenglen was big, and there was a lot of French supporters there, and they were going crazy. And yeah, Giovanni and Mpetchi Perricard's not probably a contender for the title, but look, I thought he played some exceptional tennis to beat a very, very, very good clay courter in Zizou Bergs, who's got lots of experience on the clay and who's a very good professional. And to beat him on clay for Giovanni and Mpetchi Perricard is
yeah.
a big result, Carl.
No, yeah, I think he did play a quite routine match as well. It was a tough one to lose that to lose a set, but I think still he got through the match. He did play. I was seeing he played some very good ground strokes coming to the net as well, using the clay to rip it up. I think that really helped his game, and obviously the support as well made it just that much sweeter being that second match on. Um, but no, yeah, Mpetchi Perricard in through to the second round. Yeah, I think the French crowd will be on him definitely. He's playing against Zuma, um, who beat a lucky loser in another four-set battle. So yeah, that'll be an interesting match. I think personally, Mpetchi Perricard can get through that one, and if he does, he might have to play Alcaraz, who is playing obviously the second seed, Alcaraz being the second seed, and yeah, but I would say that Mpetshi Perricard has been playing well recently, and he's got his weapons. He knows what he needs to do best. So yeah, if he can keep that serve up, playing against a little bit of a better player in that second round, and carry on with the strokes,
Yeah,
the groundies and volleys and
Tiafoe
everything, I
also got a
think
win
it
over
puts him in a
Roman
good position to
Safiullin
at least
on
get through another
courts and
round.
long
So yeah.
range straight sets, and then on Scotsman Mathieu Cole, again a great match. This match was for Elmer Moller, his loss to Tommy Paul after winning that first set 7-6 to Moller. Then yeah, after that it was kind of a very routine for Tommy Paul 6-2, 6-3, 6-1. Moller's an interesting player,
Yes.
Carl. I watched some of this match, and his backhand is absolute quality. He was running around his forehand to hit backhands, and similarly with Paul. Paul does that as well. Paul favours his backhand, so it was an interesting match from that perspective. And if you look at Elmer Muller's forehand, his technique is
He does.
weird to say the least. Like it's interesting. If you haven't seen Muller play, he's a very fascinating player to watch, and I'd highly recommend you going and checking out this match on maybe on highlights or something, because he was a lucky loser and he played some brilliant tennis in that first match. I thought this was a high quality first set, and then yeah, Paul broke away and showed his class in the final three sets, Carl.
Yeah, he showed his level. I think Tony Paul being that 12th seed, he's got a bit of pressure from the Americans. He's playing some of the best. Because I don't think people think that Fritz will be that South American to go the furthest. I think it will be Tommy Paul personally. I think this match definitely sends the waves that I think this is true. And so I think Tony Paul will be the best for America to help them get through. And this match against Moller has just proved that even more. It's obviously a tough first set, losing it 7-6, but just a first set. He's still got two more to win, and Tony Paul just switched it up, just raised his level, and yeah, went to that next gear, which Miller couldn't do and couldn't handle. So yeah, Tony Paul took a comfortable win. I think just after that first set, he found his opponent, found what he needs to do, which is a perfect way to play, being an
Yeah, and
experienced,
then
top level player,
unsurprisingly, the last
and
match in
yeah,
court,
just
Simone
just took him
Mathieu was a
out. So
retirement
very
for
good
Tim's match. I
from Tony
highlighted that
Paul.
as potentially happening on our preview pod. Yeah, Hallis winning that one 7-6, 4-1. Mahatch in serious injury and worries on court, and illness worries as well. Court 14, a few results of note. Mariano Navona getting a 4-set win over Brandon Nakashima. And then my qualifier pick, Juan Manuel Cerundolo, beat the 32nd seed Alex Michelsen in straight sets very comfortably. I think that's probably it from the main matches and the main headlines from day one. Any other results that caught your eye, Kyle? I mean, Karina Buster getting a straight sets win over Komishana, that's a big win for him. Um, Medjedovic, an exciting young player, beating Majerakczak in straight sets.
Yeah, I would say there were some good matches on all the courts, and even some to look out for in this bottom half. Um, Opelka and Hijikata played as well. Opelka going through that one. I think it's great to see a player like that, going through it and just using his insane height to his advantage, which definitely played a big part in that win. And I would like to see him go far because I do like Opelka quite a lot.
Mm.
But no, yeah, I think the rest of the matches were quite routine from the big players. Like you said, Cerundolo getting through Mikkelsen. Um, no, yeah, definitely a good first day, but I'll be
Yeah,
expecting a
yeah.
lot
Today
a lot
seems to
more from
be,
today, and
there
and
seems to
yeah,
be
I
a lot
can't
of big
wait to
names
to
in
see what's gonna